taking me home. One thing really do want. Say that you're the worst, but I don't know. Is that true?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full get ready with me using MAC Cosmetics. I've used them for quite some time. I've always used their Studio Fix foundation. I've also ventured out with some of their other products like their waterproof foundation. But the biggest thing for me that I get from MAC Cosmetics, and it's where I develop my love for makeup, is their eyeshadows, their pigments, their glitters, because it's the one thing that in my day starts me off. It lets me set the tone for the day because I can do a simple neutral eye, or I can go full glam, super bright. It just depends on my mood in that day, and it reflects in my makeup. So I did get the brand new Shiny Pretty Things holiday line because I shop at MAC a lot. I had gotten an email saying shop it first. So there's a couple things that came out that I did purchase and kind of give you my first impressions of them. But before we jump into this look, I want to kind of talk about what I purchased from them. So for the Shiny Pretty Things holiday line that they released, they have a couple brush kits, they've got some lipstick kits, they have lip gloss kits, they have 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I got, and they have beautiful packaging. So there's a green packaged one, there's a blue packaged one. So the first 2 things that I purchased from the collection are the eyeshadow palettes, and there's a green one and there's a blue one. So the green one is actually the Rose palette, and then the blue one is actually the Smokey palette. So when you open up these boxes, the palettes don't actually look like the packaging. So this blue one right here, which is the Smokey palette, has a really pretty blue fabric on the front of it. You open it up and there is a mirror. Then there is a double-ended eyeshadow brush. And then in here it starts from your neutral shades, which there's this really pretty silver, into some of these brown shades, 2 matte browns right here. So this shade right here actually shows up as teal in the camera, but it's actually got an iridescence to it, and it's more kind of like brown undertones. Then you've got this really pretty blue, dark brown, and then a matte black shade. So if you wanted to do a smoky eye, you've definitely got the colors in here for that, hence the name of the palette being Smoky. Now with the green palette or the Rose palette, it's also got that really pretty fabric, but in the green shade. And then you open it up and it's got the double-ended eyeshadow brush as well. But these shades are super pretty. There is a really pretty cream shade. There is a couple brown shades into this really pretty like pinky color. There's this, I wouldn't say it's burgundy. It's more on the red side. It comes off red, but it's kind of got some pink. It's closer to a red shade, this color right here, some burgundies into a purpley black color. It's not, I don't know if you can tell, but I don't really think that's a black shade. It's more of a dark brown. So then they did come out with 2 highlighter, blush, and bronzer. So this is the packaging for it. It's really pretty. This foiled silver packaging. There's 2 different shades. This one is the Fair. It's got that same fabric as the eyeshadow palettes. The Fair one is in silver. So this is the highlighter. That is pretty. And then you got the blush. It's kind of a peachy pink. And then the bronzer. I'm definitely Fair, so this is the one for me. But they also have a medium deep palette. And that fabric, or that packaging on it, is kind of a fuchsia fabric on it. They do have the mini glitter and pigment set. There's 2 different ones. There's the gold and then there's the pinks. I didn't purchase those because they've released those in previous years and I had all the colors with the exception of the fuchsia in the pink package. So I didn't purchase those because I've got them. And then they have 5 shiny pretty shadows. Come in this really pretty packaging with the green MAC down in the corner. And then when you open them up, so yes, they're called shadows, but they're not necessarily, they're not their traditional eyeshadows. This one is Major Win. This is definitely like a gold, brown, shimmery pigment almost. This one actually has flakes of silver glitter in it. This one is Joy 2. It's got undertones of pink in it. Very silvery. It has pink glitter in it. Okay, I'm actually confused on this name because it's P for pink. So when you open it up, it's not pink. It's gold. It is 100% gold. So this one definitely had shades of pink in it. This one is for sure gold. So I'm not really sure. The name is confusing. It's mind-boggling. So this one is Make-A-Wish. It looks like it's yellow in the pan, but it's actually kind of on, it's actually on the green side. And then the last one is Just Chilling. This one is really pretty. It is icy white in the pan, but it is silver. And that is stunning. That is so gorgeous. Those are all the eyeshadows that just came out in Shiny Pretty Things for MAC Cosmetics. I'm not saying go out and buy all of them. There's definitely some colors that you can live without. So the last items that I purchased from the collection, I bought 2 lipsticks and 1 lip gloss. During the holidays, I'll use reds and deeper burgundies on my lips. So the more neutral lipstick that I purchased is A Wink of Pink. This color is really pretty. It's kind of on the pinker side. It has reflex of gold glitter in it. Once I'm done doing my makeup, I'll go ahead and swatch the lipsticks and the lip gloss. And then for the darker color, there is Straight Fire. So this is a matte red lipstick, which for winter, you can't go wrong with a matte red. So because I bought the matte red lipstick, I bought the shiny red lip gloss. This is a stunning color. It is the color Rose Buddy, and it's got the doe foot applicator. It's just so pretty and deep. And it has flakes of red and gold glitter in there. Okay, so now that I've talked about the collection that came out for the holidays, I'm going to zoom you in and we can start on this look. So I'm going to start out with foundation. I'm going to be using the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 in the color NW18. This has always been my go-to.
You're my Peter one taking me home. One thing really lead to one. You see that you're the worst, but I don't know. Is that true?
I do use other foundations, but Studio Fix has always been my go-to. I started using it probably about 10 years ago, and I like it because it lasts. I can put it on, I don't have to worry about it just coming off throughout the day or breaking down. As long as I use a good primer, my foundation stays. And depending on what time of the year it is, I have to change my shade. So this is NW18 when I am a little bit suntanned or have a self-tan situation going on. This is definitely my color. I've just recently gotten really, really pale and I've had to change my color, and for the more fair days I use N4.5, but And I could probably use that now. Actually, I think my self tanner is disappearing. But I like Studio Fix because it is buildable. When you buy this bottle, it actually has a top on it. It doesn't have the pump. I bought the pump separately. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. This is newer. They just released it. They had other concealers. I've never used them before. But when I went in to get a new shade for my MAC Studio Fix, it was suggested that I try this concealer. I'm still not sure if I like it. I've always used my Tarte Shape Tape, but I've always been a diehard MAC Cosmetics person, so I wanted to try it out. I do go in the lighter shade so that I can brighten my under eye. This is in the color NW15. The foundation I just used was NW18, and if you look at this, it is so much lighter than the foundation that I put down. Now we're going to use our beauty blender. And since I don't have an eyeshadow primer for MAC, I'm actually going to use the concealer as my primer for my eyes. So I'm going to make sure that it's not creasing or anything. The only thing about this concealer, I have to use more of it than I do my Shape Tape, just because I have dark spots under my eye. This is so much lighter than my facial foundation. This concealer with the N4.5 Studio Fix blends out so much better. I think it's just because there's such a huge difference in shade. Anyone else, when they're applying their makeup, forget that their mouth is open and they just look ridiculous and they look up and they're like, oh, my mouth is hanging open? I feel like I do it and I'm like, what in the heck just happened here? Like I'm just trying to catch flies doing my makeup. So for contour, I'm going to use the bronzer that came in the highlighter, blush, and bronzer palette for Shiny Pretty Things. So since this isn't really building how I want it to, I'm going to go in with the Patrick Star Give Me Life Bronzing Powder. This is a little bit darker. So I do like to do my contour before I go and do my setting powder. Just, I don't know, I've always done it that way. No rhyme or reason. Usually you put your setting powder on right after you do your concealer, but I don't. So for setting powder, I don't have any from MAC. So I'm going to go ahead and do my setting powder off camera and I will be right back. Okay, now that I've done my setting powder, I'm going to go ahead and do bronzer up on my forehead and in the other areas that I usually put bronzer. I'm going to try and use this bronzer in the palette and see if it will do what I want it to. I'm gonna go back to the Patrick Star Give Me Life. Alright, so I'm gonna try and use this blush in this palette. I really hope it works better than the bronzer did. Okay, that's much better. So I don't necessarily do my blush on the apples of my cheeks just because I have really full cheeks and I don't want to accentuate them. So I actually pull from the back and bring it forward. And whatever is left over when it gets to the apples of my cheeks is what will be there. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in and we can get started on this eye look. So I think for this eye look, I'm going to be using the Rose palette. Stick with these colors down here. That way I can use the color Joy 2 to give us that pretty shimmery bling. To start out, I'm going to be using this color and put it all over my eye. Next, I'm going to go with this color right here in the crease. So we're just going to use this neutral shade to kind of give us a good transition. Next, I'm going to go with this color right here. I'm going to put this in my outer corner and a little bit into the crease. Or I could just not build at all. This is not really coming off red, it's coming off brown. There is a lot of fallout with this eye color, but it could just be because I am digging the crap out of the pan just trying to get it to be the color I want it to be. I've never had such an issue with a MAC eyeshadow palette. This color is not doing what I want it to do. There's a lot of fallout. A lot of fallout. I'm just gonna leave whatever is right there. There. I don't know if you can see the, like, I really had to, do you see the fallout on that? You see how much I had to dig into it just to get this subtle, oh man, I've never had that much issue with a MAC eyeshadow palette before. At least it swept away because I already had setting powder down there. I'm going to build up the outside corner with this color right next to it. I'm really hoping I don't have the same issue that I had with the last color. I'm going to lay down this color in the center of the eye all the way to the inner corner. So I'm going to go in with this color Joy 2. I'm going to use my finger to apply it. I just feel like a brush is going to make it fluff everywhere. And I've already had fallout with that really cranberry color. I actually really like that color. Now there is some fallout even though I use my finger for it. So I'm just gonna go in with my brush, sweep it away. So make sure if you're gonna do your face first, you put your setting powder down. It swept everything away, even the glitter. It's not sitting on my face right now. So for the under eye, I already have this color that was left over from when I tried to buff it into the outside corner. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this color underneath as well. I don't want it too dark underneath. All right, so for this part right here, I'm gonna use the highlighter. I'm also gonna take that highlighter and put it in my brow bone area underneath my eyebrows. Okay, so I don't have an eyeliner from MAC, so I'm gonna go off camera, do my eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for mascara, they actually sent me a sample size of the False Lashes Extreme Black. I love when I order from them because I always get samples of this mascara. So I actually haven't purchased a full size bottle of it, but I actually really like this mascara. This mascara is great because it pulls all my eyelashes apart. I love the brush on this. I like how small the point is on this brush, so I can get into the inner corner and get my eyelashes. So now I need to do my highlighter on my cheeks, and we're gonna use our palette again that we just got. It's a very subtle highlight. So for the lipsticks, I said I was going to swatch them after I did my makeup. So we're going to start with the color A Wink of Pink. This color is so creamy. I really like this pink. It's very subtle. There is this metallic rose gold shimmer to it. So if you want to keep it neutral for the holidays, this color will definitely do it. I think it goes well with this eye look. All right, and then the last color is Straight Fire. This is that red matte color. So in the tube, it looks like it's matte, but it actually has a sheen to it. This is my kind of red. It's really pretty. It's got just a slight sheen to it. And I would recommend using an eyeliner. I would recommend using a lip liner with this. And then for the full effect, I'm going to use the Rose Buddy lip gloss that I got to go as a topper for this. So I really want to see what it looks like together. I feel like it just elevated that lip color. Okay, and then last but not least, and I probably should have done this before I did my lips, but we're going to set our face. I'm going to use the Fix Plus Pink Light. So I had to shake it up a little bit because there's some iridescence in it. Well, you guys, that's it for this look. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit the bell icon next to it to get notifications of new videos, which go up Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And then if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up so I know that you like this video. And until next time, bye.